J. Edgar Hoover was born in Washington, D.C. in 1895. From a young age, he displayed a strong interest in law enforcement and discipline. This passion for order and control would later define his career, as he became one of the most powerful men in American law enforcement history. In 1917, Hoover joined the Department of Justice. He quickly established himself as an efficient and diligent worker. His early efforts were focused on tracking foreign spies during World War I, where his exceptional skills helped him rise through the ranks swiftly. At just 29, Hoover was appointed director of the Bureau of Investigation in 1924. He worked to professionalize the agency, setting high standards for agents and expanding the organization's influence. This groundwork later transformed the Bureau into the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. Throughout the 1930s, Hoover's FBI earned national fame for capturing notorious criminals, including John Dillinger and Babyface Nelson. Hoover's leadership enhanced the FBI's reputation, turning it into a significant force against organized crime in the United States. Despite his achievements, Hoover's methods were often controversial. He employed wiretapping, surveillance, and coercion, not just against criminals, but also against politicians and activists. These aggressive tactics gave him considerable power and allowed him to manipulate others. During the Cold War, Hoover became deeply involved in the Red Scare, directing the FBI's efforts to uncover suspected communists. His obsession with protecting American society from communist threats drove him to pursue individuals using methods that often crossed ethical lines. Hoover also targeted civil rights leaders, including Martin Luther King Jr. Fearing King's influence, Hoover tried to discredit him through invasive surveillance and the collection of damaging information, showcasing his willingness to suppress those he viewed as threats. Hoover remained the FBI director for nearly 5 decades, surviving multiple political shifts. His unparalleled ability to navigate political power allowed him to maintain control of the FBI through 8 presidencies, a feat that solidified his extraordinary influence. Although Hoover modernized the FBI and expanded its reach, his legacy is complicated by his secretive, authoritarian approach. His use of illegal surveillance and intimidation tactics raised ethical concerns, leading to continued debate over his role in American history. Today, J. Edgar Hoover is remembered as both a pioneer of law enforcement and a controversial figure. His powerful hold over the FBI and use of underhanded methods have left a mixed legacy, as historians continue to examine the consequences of his time in power.